Hello everyone, my name is Yutong and I am now a second-year Ph.D. student in public policy at Northeastern University.
Today I'm going to present the paper titled Energy Justice Through Solar, the Social Construction of Low-Income Households, which was co-authored with my supervisor, Professor Jenny Stevens. Yeah, let's get started. Yeah, as we know, solar PV is a very promising renewable energy technology with its widely acknowledged benefits. Despite the reduced costs, solar PV continues to be disproportionately installed in higher income communities, according to some recent studies. And with increasing awareness of how existing policies are exacerbating inequities by disproportionately benefiting wealthy communities, policy attention has shifted recently to expand solar opportunities for low-income households, such as the WHP-funded projects. However, it is not very clear whether those programs have achieved their intended objectives of expanding the benefits of solar to low-income households. Recent research continues to show minimal participation from low-income households in lots of solar programs. And by doing literature review, we were able to identify the research gaps here. There's no research yet investigating how solar policies have defined, characterized, and engaged with target populations, particularly the low-income households for which they are designed to benefit. So based on the case of solar policies in Massachusetts and grounded in social construction theory, we aim at examining how low-income households are socially constructed in the policy provisions and how their social construction has been reinforced or changed through public participation. So we adopted a computational grounded theory approach and investigated the smart solar program in Massachusetts. Our data is the policy provision itself and near 400 public comments. We executed functions like concordance or co-occurrence in Python. So we found that in the policy provision, by specifying eligibility criteria and differentiating incentive levels, the program delivers a clear message to the public that low-income households are targeted and prioritized under the SMART program. And the policy has constructed low-income people as deserving policy benefits by using words like compensation, less, and equal to portray them, which means that low-income people are positively constructed according to the theory. In addition to the first proposition of target populations in the theory, we were also looking at the feed-forward effects of the policy by looking at public comments. We found that the public have been paying attention to low-income people to a large extent, and the stereotypes embedded in public comments are pretty much consistent with those in the policy provision. And the result shows that the social construction of low-income households delivered by policymakers have been reinforced and strengthened through public participation. Also, to identify other target populations, we conducted sentiment analysis in Python and found that most people have a positive attitude toward the policy. But landowners who have negative sentiments are likely to receive policy burdens. We also found that the public comments representing low-income people are almost absent. Most comments were from large corporations like solar developers, solar installers, and service platforms, so on and so forth. And there are also some nonprofit organizations participating in the policymaking processes. But it is very rare to see comments representing low-income people. Most comments, as I said, are from those large corporations, and this indicates weaker political power of low-income households, and they were less likely to participate in policymaking processes, making their voices less likely to be heard. And our conclusions include that the first one, low-income people constitute a visible target group of the program, and their characterization as deserving policy benefits are positively constructed by policymakers in order to achieve policy objectives. And furthermore, the conveyed message regarding assigned benefits and embedded in the statute reinforces public perception of low-income households, which is reflected back to policymakers through public participation. And despite the fact that this policy stance is beneficial to that target group, they have weaker political power and are less able to participate in the policy processes, making their voices less likely to be heard and leaving the program with lots of uncertainties. So our research highlights the importance of more inclusive policymaking processes and offers a deeper understanding of the rationale and dynamics of developing solar policies targeting low-income households at the state level. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for your attention.